when the sun comes out, it's nice. It's a little chilly, maybe in the 40s yet. But we're getting there. It's not the 20s like it was last month or a couple weeks ago or whatever. But I'm just a block away from the Capitol. You can't see the fence. There's a big fence around the Capitol. So I usually sit by the reflecting pool up there, and I can't because we got armed guards and fences and all this hullabaloo or boogaloo. People running and they're talking on the phone. I think they're talking to me. Everything's about me, isn't it? But they just passed, behind me there, they just voted at the House of Representatives about the stimulus bill. And you should get started today. I mean, this is, everybody waits, when it's available, then you're going to start finding out where and how to apply. And I think that's wrong. It's sort of like, you're going to play in the Super Bowl next month. Well, I'll wait till I show up and then practice when the whistle starts. No, you got to practice now. You got to start figuring out where this stuff is where you live, how you're going to apply, not really what you need as much, but where to go. That's going to be the hardest part. And the first thing, like for the checks, okay, now it looks like, like a family of four could get like $5,000 or so. Like I put $12,000 in there. I mean, I don't really know, I'm guessing, but you're going to get now $1,400 for everybody in your household, kids, adults, and everything. So if you are a head of household, a lot of people, then that's going to be a big check. Then all the kids, you can get $3,600 per child, and so if you have 6 of those, that's a lot of money. You could rack up 20 grand pretty easily, if you have a big payroll at home. So that's why it's just knowing about this. So how do you find out about all this stuff? Well, it's pretty well baked in. Everything is pretty much done from the House of Representatives, and then it goes over the Senate. It's going to be 2 weeks before it goes out, and that's when it really happens. But now here's what you want to do. You want to go to the IRS website to make sure they have the right address for you or the bank information or whatever. So you could check that now, because that's going to be a big check. It's at least $14 per person, so you've got four times, that would be $5 grand for four people. And then there's another thing that you're going to get that you should start learning about. When you get this, well, actually, the other thing is the child, but that's all IRS. That's going to be IRS money, and it may be monthly money or whatever. There's not a whole lot you could do about that yet. The $3,000 per child or $3,600 per child, depending on the age. But you can check that your address is right, that the IRS has the right place where you want to have your money sent, if you want to check or direct deposit or whatever, that you could check that now. So because then, in a couple of weeks when that flood hits, oh God, I wonder what my address is. Oh God, I'm going to call the IRS. They're overwhelmed anyway, so they're going to be 18 times 1,000 more overwhelmed. So check that now. Now, the other thing you want to check at the IRS is what's an earned income tax credit, because this is something that they're going to give a lot of grant money through that system. And it's not, it sounds like, I have to pay taxes to earn it. No, you don't. You don't have to pay any taxes to get the earned income tax credit. It's going to be, so learn about that, how it works. So if you go, how do I apply for the current earned income tax credit? So you learn that. Now, that's not going to be the same as the new one, because there's also, a lot of it is, Kimberly, thank you for the hugs. That's so important nowadays, guys. And go to the IRS, find out about how the current earned income tax credit is and what the current earned income tax credit is without children, because most people use the earned income tax credit, if they have children. And they don't make a whole lot of money, and that's what it normally is. This is different, but it's going to be the same procedure. And particularly for, like now, my understanding is, and everything is negotiable, so you can't learn, but start learning about that skill, where that information is, how to go to the IRS and learn about earned income tax credit. Okay, how to go to findhelp.org and 211.org and put in tax assistance, and you'll find the people there in your area that give free tax assistance. So they're going to know about that. But you want to know about now, and that's why when this hits the fan in a couple of weeks or whatever, everyone's going to be overwhelmed. So you want to get in line. You want to go to Walmart late at night and get a folding chair and wait for them to open when they're giving away those big TVs, right? Because you'll never get one if you go when the opening day. So it's the same thing, getting help and finding out. So you want to know about the Earned Income Tax Credit. See, even as it's now available, my understanding, if you're like from 25 to 65, you could get $500 or more in an earned income tax credit because you're not making a whole lot of money, and that's available now, and that's going to be increased from like 18 to 200 years old or something, So all this is going to change, but you have to get a little knowledge about that. Okay, the other big thing that's going to happen is extension of the PUA. Okay. No, I said 12,000 because it could go up to more than 12,000. It's actually 1,400 they're giving out to everybody. But, remember, my headlines are clickbait. They're to try to get your attention, and not by making mistakes. I do that without thought. So that happens too. But no, that 12,000 is 12,000. That's easy because you're getting $1,400 and there are 4 people in your family. Whoop, that's pretty close. You got and then another $3,000 per child. You got 4 or 5 kids. Whoop, you're way over that. Then you could get $10,000 for your small business. Whoa, now you're up to $20,000, $30,000. Now you could get an extra $400 unemployment per week. 4 times 4, 16. So that's $1,600 March, April, May, June, July, August. That's 6 more months. So that's another $10,000. It's crazy money. It's going to be a lot. And that's why you want to start learning all about it, how you're going to use it, how you're going to get it, where is it. The unemployment, okay? Now, they're going to increase the unemployment money. And what people don't realize, a lot of people are eligible for unemployment they don't know. Because there's 2 kinds of unemployment. So you got to go to you want to put pandemic unemployment and then your state, how to apply. If you Google that, then you get a link for your state, and they'll have the rules for the pandemic unemployment. So if you're not collecting it now, if you're already collecting it now, it's going to be increased till the end of August, I think it is, and they're going to give out not $300 on the pandemic, but $400. So you get an extra $400 a week until beginning of 1st of September or the end of August. But if you don't collect it now, you should start figuring out if you should. If you can, because if you're not working or even making less money, you could be working, but see, there's all kind of different rules. Or you may be a caregiver and you could get unemployment money just as a caregiver, or you're losing income. You're only making half of what you used to make before. Well, that's a possibility you make it. That's why you have to figure that out. It may not be easy, but do it now, because in the next few weeks, they're not going to be as busy until a few weeks later when they're really going to be business. And so that's why you want to figure all that out now. You prepare. I mean, if you're preparing for a hurricane, you don't wait for the hurricane to start and then you put the shutters on the windows. No. You know the hurricane's coming. Go on, board up the goddamn windows. Don't wait. Oh, that's a lot of wind, isn't it? And that's not me talking. That's maybe, I don't know. You can hear me okay? I don't know what's going on. And so that's why you start getting ready, prepare. The boat's sinking. You want to know how to use this stuff that's going to be there. A lot of money, $2 trillion. Now, also what's in there is childcare. Man, there's a lot of childcare money. So if your child's getting childcare, the people who have the service or your childcare providing, actually, that's a lot of money for childcare providers. Also, if you're getting money for food, that's going to increase 15%. Oh, I just dropped this. What do you call these? Gloves. that's what I dropped. Okay. So food is increased 15%. So that's available. Now here's the other thing too: rent and mortgage. Lots. Okay, lots of more. I mean, now I did something today about the mortgage, the rent money. That's starting to pay. The last stimulus bill, there was $25 billion in rent, and it's not even going out the door yet. So there's $25 billion there, and most offices in the government don't even know they have it yet because it's not set up yet, but the money's there, so that's going to come in. And that's going to almost double in this. So there's going to be lots of rent money, but do it now. Don't figure out then where the hell it is. No, you can start figuring out where that is now, because that will probably be when that starts. I mean, like I just did a thing yesterday where Wisconsin and California finally set up a place. You can't apply yet. You're not going to be able to apply till next month, but you want to know where it is, because that money's going to probably go fast, and you want to know where it is so you can apply. Also, there's mortgage money in this. That's right, mortgage. And it's like $10 billion for mortgages. There hasn't been mortgage money for a while, except at the local level. And so that's right. If you have a mortgage and you're behind in your mortgage, there's money in this too, and that's $10 billion. So you want to know about that. Make sure you're getting in line for that. That's right. It's knowing why. Because if you're waiting till all of a sudden they figure out where that mortgage money is going to be, and then 3 days after they're handing it out, you find out about it, apply, it could be gone. Yeah, and then you'll be gone. You'll be on the street. That's not funny. And so that's why it's important, if I could, light a fire under people, to start finding it now. The government's not going away. You have children. You're sick. Oh, health insurance, right? There's going to be you get on healthcare.gov or healthcare.gov, because there's going to be more money to subsidize healthcare coverage. So you're not getting healthcare coverage, there's money there to subsidize. More people will get free healthcare. Is that only federal bracketed mortgages? I don't know. I don't know. But if it's mortgage, a mortgage is a mortgage right now. I mean, the federal bracket is usually in the, it's not to pay the mortgages. A lot of it was to forbearance and for eviction, but not payments as much. So don't assume anything. You don't know until you do it, and I don't know for sure, certainly. And so that's why you have to look. You have to, and don't trust anybody who says. I mean, so many things. I listen to a lot of these people on the internet, talking about what is and what isn't. Everybody's guessing. They're taking a good guess and maybe doing it as best as they can, but the only people that you could trust they're right is the people giving out the money, and sometimes they're wrong. I mean, that's what happened now. There's going to be more EIDL money. Okay, they're almost going to double the amount of EIDL. That's the grant money for small businesses in emergency. So that $10,000, maybe you've been denied before, apply again. They got more money. They'll change the rules, make it easier. You're denied. The one thing that I think we've learned in this is nobody knows what they're doing, and the rules change every day. So don't assume that what happened yesterday is going to be what's happening tomorrow. No way, Jose. And you just have to do it again and try it again. See what the hell happens. Because you have no idea. So they have money, they're filling out applications. Just fill up the goddamn application. You got nothing better to do. Well, I got to turn down less. So what, man? I got turned down a lot in my life. People change their mind. You look different or whatever. And especially here, the bureaucrats who are giving out the money, they don't even know. They're getting, like, right now, if you're waiting for the PPP, man, don't even apply now, because they're changing the rules next week again. They were supposed to change them last week. It didn't happen. So if you apply now too early, it's a crapshoot. So you screw up, you just do it again. There is... this is not, well, it's important for people. and because there's a lot of hurt out there. So I hate to be frivolous about it, but there's a lot of stuff you just don't have control over, and none of us do. And the whims of the people, it's a game, man. It's like the weather. You don't have to control the weather anymore either, yeah. And it changes, and you just have to try. But the only one, where can I get a loan? Why do you want a loan? They're giving out too much money. That's not a loan. And that's, it is, I'm starting to, actually what I have now, where the heck is it? Yeah, I'm going to put up a new website so I can give a lot of free stuff out that people can get. There's 7 offices. When I get back home, it's getting a little chilly now. I guess that little, when the sun goes down. I'll put up a listing of all the offices in every state that help people in financial trouble. So that's why all these programs, that's a good place to start. You call those, there's like 7 or 8 offices, and the name of the game is you call every one of those offices and tell them, hey, what programs are there? Now, they may not know everything, but they're going to be the best ones to know. They'll know more than I will because they're handling that every day. We all have different areas of expertise. Can I apply with my cell phone? Do I need a computer? I don't know. Some you may, some you may not. You go find the application is the harder thing to do. And then you see, hey, can I fill out with a cell phone? And if not, maybe they'll send you the application. They have to. Anything with the government, they have to get it to you one way or another. Let's say, if you're getting unemployment, are you still eligible for earned income? Yes. But maybe this new one, I don't know, positive. See, that's all these questions these are opportunities. I mean, you're sitting there, asking like, hey, Marriott is hiring 100,000 people. Well, are they going to hire tall people? Are they going to hire short people? Are they going to hire this? I don't know. They don't know. It's all supply and demand. But you won't get hired if you don't show up. That was, So the same in applying for money. You're not going to get it if you don't apply, if you don't find out. If you're going to count yourself out, fine, you could do that. This is America. You could be an idiot. You could be anything you want. And just keep going. But find what the EITC, because that's going to be mean a lot to a lot more people nowadays. And you want to know what the language is. Oh, I'll make sure I can't hit the cars. I'm on Pennsylvania Avenue. I don't know if the Trump Hotel is open or not. I know they've been trying to sell it, but it's just a block down the street. Whatever. So make sure you start learning all that. Go to the IRS. Find out about the earned income tax credit. It will look like you are not eligible. That doesn't matter because it is. And it'll look like you have to pay taxes to get the money, but you don't have to. There's 2 different kinds. One that you don't have to ever pay taxes and you get a check from the IRS. And sometimes you have to pay taxes and you get your taxes reduced by that amount. But there's 2 different kinds. All this will be, not reducing taxes, but whether you pay taxes or not. Just an easier way to send checks out to people because the IRS does it all the time. So a lot of this is, just, it makes it easier to process, send out checks, right? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put in the list when I get back. Also, here are the 2 websites I have. Lesko Reports, reports.com, leskoreports.com. That's where I have the mini grants for the states at $5.95 a piece. And then leskohelp.com. That's where you go, and it's a closed Facebook group. And you ask me any question. You start a discussion, and tell me what you need money for. And with what I know about free money, studying this stuff for 40 or 50 years, I'll show you the best sources that give out money for your issue, problem, project, whatever the hell you want to do in life. I owe back taxes. Do I qualify? Yes. And actually, there's programs that could cut that back taxes you owe. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, really. Yeah, you just apply. It doesn't matter. Worst case, they take some of the money to pay your back taxes. Well, now you got rid of something anyway. But I don't know. But you have to apply. And if you don't apply, it's like, I don't know, you have to. And you have to do stuff in life. You have to, no matter what your own, demons are inside of you that control us more than it should, but we all got them. We're all struggling every goddamn day and don't know what to do. And that's why I started wearing, hearts now, but question mark suits to me was more to show people I'm scared as hell and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I think everybody's that way. We don't know. We're all guessing. Yeah. But nobody admits it. Everybody wants to tell everybody, yeah, I know everything and just pay me a lot of money, right? When they don't. None of us do. We're all guessing. So go out and take your best guess. See what happens. And then you get smarter. If you do nothing, you don't get smarter. You do something and it's wrong, now you're learning. That's the only way to do it. So get out there and fail. Because that's the way you're going to grow. You're not going to grow by doing nothing. Okay, see you later, guys.